Look what that is, Manamorphose. We found a way to make it work and stay in our budget. So, what we have here is video 2 of that budget burn deck that was made from by upgrading or adding modern legal cards to the Pioneer burn deck. 2021, I believe it was. I think it's 2021. So we added 4 Manamorphose. So this is the main deck. There's 4 Manamorphose, 4 Mishra Bobble, 4 Rift Bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 Lightning Bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 Titan Strength, and here comes the dudes. We have the Soul Scar Mage, which I call Battle Scar Mage, I think. I always want to call this guy Battle Scar Mage. I do not know why. 4 of those with prowess, and if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a creature an opponent controls, put that many negative 1 counters on that creature instead. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 Goblin Guides. It's the hasty 2/2 that lets somebody get a land card off the top. And wait a second, Mona, what are you doing back there? What are you doing? There's the Bowman. There we go. We'll just switch that around. Get all of our creatures in one lump sum, you know what I mean? And we will organize these. So a lot of burn spells. Manamorphose is going to be great for keeping stuff coming into our hand, and it's gonna trigger the prowess of those wonderful prowess too. So the Bomat Courier is a hasty 1/1 for 1, colorless. And you pay 1 red, discard your hand and sacrifice Bomat Courier. Put all cards exiled with Bomat Courier into their owner's hand. So that is wonderful mid-game, so you don't run out of gas, as it were. 1, 2 in there right now. And then Monastery Swift Spear. Oh, what a wonderful card. This is probably one of my favorite cards in Magic. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And she's a haste 1/2 with prowess. We have Skewer the Critics. It's 2 in a red, and it does 3 damage to any target. However, we're never going to be paying 2 in a red for this. It's always going to be paid for its Spectacle cost, which, if you don't know what Spectacle is, if you deal damage, if an opponent was dealt damage, then you can pay the Spectacle cost if the opponent lost life, that is. Which dealing damage would do that. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those Skewer the Critics. We have Light Up the Stage, another way to keep things coming off the top of our library. So for the Spectacle cost, again, we won't be paying, hopefully, that ever. So for Spectacle, we can exile the top 2 cards of our library until the end of our next turn. We may play those cards. And boy, howdy, do we like doing that. What a value that is. And then in our land base, we have 18 lands. Ramanap Ruins, 1, 2 of those, and a bunch of mountains. And, excitingly enough, in our sideboard right now, we have 1 Light Up the Stage, 1 Bomat Courier, 1 Chandra Torch of Defiance, 1 Light Up the Stage, and then our Rolling Vortexes. We have 1 Rolling Vortex, 2 Roiling Vortexes, 3 and 4 Roiling Vortexes. Get down there, giant. We have a Ramanap Ruin, 1, a 2, a Bone Crusher Giants. There should be 3 in there. There we go. That's what I thought. So, got that instant adventure. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. So that's 1 in a red. Whenever Bone Crusher becomes the target of a spell, Bone Crusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. So he will punish anybody trying to remove him, and he's a 4/3 for 3. So that's some value. We have 2 Shattering Blows, just in case we come against an artifact. Something with artifacts. This Goblin Chain Whirler, we're running 3 of those. He's a 3 red creature, 3/3, very fair. Has first strike, and when Goblin Chain Whirler enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. So that will destroy tokens. And these creature heavy, like white, black, mono white, white red, with these little dinky creatures, this will just clear the board for us. And that clearing of the board will clear the way for our prowess creatures to get in huge damage. We've been doing a little bit of gold fishing with this, and it really does get the damage across. And don't you just love this Goblin Chain Whirler? The trick is once you get moving, you don't stop. Well, that seems like an interesting philosophy. Perpetual motion. There's no physics problem with that, Goblin. And I think we'll get into some gold fishing. Let's go ahead and that's what we'll do. I will go ahead and get these shuffled up and be right back in 2 seconds here.